Hey Canucks fans, the Vancouver Canucks kicked off their 7-game homestand with an important 5-3 win over the red-hot Montreal Canadiens. Here's what I liked, here's what I didn't like, and here's one other thing. I am Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks Take on One Take. It's my post-game recap for, technically, Wednesday, March the 9th, although I'm recording this early morning, Thursday, March the 10th, because I did do a live stream. Thanks to everyone who joined me. Certainly had a lot of fun talking about this game. So let's talk about what I liked in this 5-3 victory. Well, I liked that I almost got the score prediction right. I predicted 5-2 Vancouver, and it was 5-3. But more importantly, we have to start with JT Miller. Another 4 points today, 1 goal, 3 assists. That brings him up to 67 points on the season, and he's tied for 9th overall in league scoring. 9th overall. And look at listen to the guys ahead of him. McDavid, Draisaitl, Huberdeau, Matthews, Goudreau, Kadri, Kaprizov, and Ovechkin. And then he's tied with Mikko Rantanen. So very impressive. JT Miller continuing to, on one hand, he continues to up his trade value, so to speak. But the more and more I think about it, the less and less likely I think it is that JT Miller is indeed traded. Look, he's our best player. Why would you trade your best player when he's the one guy who might help you get into the playoffs? So JT Miller, an amazing performance again tonight. The one goal that basically broke the tie. It didn't end up being the game winner. Pettersson's goal ended up being the game winner, but Miller breaks the tie early in the third period, and then of course was involved in 3 of the other 4 Canucks goals. The only one that he didn't get involved in was the empty netter at the very end. So 4 points for Miller, obviously the biggest thing that I liked about the Vancouver Canucks. Pettersson, 1 goal, 1 assist. He had the game-winning goal, and it was beautiful. It was in the power play, takes the feed from Miller in the neutral zone, makes a really nice move at the blue line to get past the first 2 forwards of Montreal, and then a wicked wrist shot past Montembeault, actually the exact same place that JT Miller scored his goal on Montembeault over his glove or past his glove. So maybe they scouted him, or maybe those shots are just too darn hard. Whatever it is, Pettersson had a really good game. He continues his relatively hot play of late, and so you got to love the way that PD played as well. Horvat also had 2 points, the empty netter, and then an assist on that Pettersson goal. I don't think he was as noticeable as PD. Actually played 4 minutes less. I'm looking at it, and right now JT Miller played 20 minutes. Pettersson had the most of all forwards at 20:47, and then Horvat was a full 4 minutes less than Pettersson. That surprised me, but then it doesn't surprise me when Horvat's line mates were Chiasson and Podkolzin, and you're simply not going to play those guys a lot compared to other guys on the team. So I liked Miller's play, obviously. I like PD's play. Brock Besser, nice goal on the power play, banging it in on the short side. He had 4 shots on goal, so I thought he was quite noticeable as well. And Lammikko, good hustle stats here, 3 shots on goal and 3 hits. By the way, Pettersson had 6 shots on net, so he was quite noticeable as well. On D, 3 of the 3 defensemen got points. Hamnick scoring for the 2nd straight game. Hunt also with an assist, and Hughes with an assist. Actually, OEL and Myers were -2. I'll get to that in a second. But overall, I thought the D played okay. And then you have Luke Shen with 3 shots on goal and 6 hits. Demko was good enough. He didn't have to be amazing. He makes 22 of 25 saves so for the first time, this is one of the only times all season where I haven't started with him as one of the things that I liked. And I love the Canucks special teams. They go 2 for 4 on the power play, goals by Besser and Pettersson, and they kill off all 4 Montreal power plays. So that's a CCSTS, a Clay's cumulative special team stat of 150%. They went 100% perfect on the penalty kill, 50% on the power play. You know that the Canucks have a really good chance of winning when they do that kind of thing, and that's what they did tonight. In fact, those 2 power play goals were the difference when you consider the 2 goal differential between the 2 teams. So overall, a lot of things to like about the Canucks play. What didn't I like? Well, I always say this: it's easy to pick apart the Canucks goals against, and just go through them one by one and say, well, that's what I didn't like. That's what I didn't like because the opposition scored. I'd say the first goal, yeah, you could say is a bad pinch by Schenn. Actually, it wasn't even a pinch. He was just standing still after Höglander gave the puck away. Became a 2-on-1 that Hughes played okay. But actually maybe not because the pass got across. Demko had plenty of time to get over there, but it was a really good shot by Lehkonen. The second goal is the one I didn't like the most. I didn't like how Horvat kind of put it behind his own net, out of the reach of Ekman-Larsson, and then as it got centered by Pitlick, it actually went right through Horvat basically, and then Lehkonen put it in for his second of the game. And the third goal, what can you do? It's Montreal as the extra attacker. Maybe you don't like the way that Miller, Besser, and Pearson all converged to the same side, leaving Pitlick wide open for a rocket of a shot. Demko couldn't really do much about that. So, yeah, like I said, it's easy in a Canucks win to say that there wasn't a lot that I didn't like, and it's easy to go straight to the goals. But I thought as I always say, usually you get scored when you get scored on, it's because of a mistake, and I'd say two of those three goals were mistakes by the Vancouver Canucks. The only other thing, Ekman-Larsson and Myers, they were -2. Hamnick was +2. Hughes and Hunt were +1. Myers and Ekman-Larsson -2. So that pairing was on the ice for two of the three Montreal goals. I'm not saying it was their fault, especially when I talked about the first one where Horvat kind of put Ekman-Larsson in a tough spot, but it just sticks out from the page when they were the only defensemen that were minuses. But overall, you look at the ice time. Maybe you want Podkolzin to play a bit more. He only played 9:40. Chason played 10:26, and Höglander played 10:48. So Boudreau's gonna eventually have to get Höglander and Podkolzin more minutes. But I'm not really complaining. I'm not really gonna complain in a 5-3 victory. Okay, one other thing. Well, I'll say two things. Number one, the Edmonton Oilers also won. So it just kind of shows you how tough it is to make up ground. Like the Canucks finally passed Anaheim in the standings, but they couldn't catch Edmonton because Edmonton won as well. So yes, the Canucks are playing awesome, but they're making up 1 point every couple nights. So it's not like just because the Canucks win, they're gonna make up all the points. The good thing is the Canucks have passed San Jose, Winnipeg, and Anaheim in the past month or so, month and a half. And now they have to pass two of the three of Edmonton, Dallas, or Nashville. They got to pass two of those three teams, and the Canucks are then in a wild card spot. But what's nice to see is now that they are in 10th in the West as opposed to 13th in the West, only ahead of the lowly Chicago and Seattle back 3 months ago when Boudreau took over. So that part's exciting, the fact that they are still part of this race, and which leads me to the second point about JT Miller. As I said in my vlog earlier, I don't think that the Canucks management is going to do anything drastic. They're going to give this team a chance to make the playoffs because they've been playing so well under Boudreau. Now 21-8-4, which is very, very impressive. That's 13 games over 500, which is nuts when you think about it. So they got to keep on going, and therefore, whether it's JT Miller rocketing up to 9th overall in league scoring, or Besser scoring tonight, Horvat with another 2 points. Not that I ever thought Horvat was on the trade block. Maybe it's a guy like Garland, who knows, who's being a little bit more quiet than the other guys. Regardless, I don't see the Canucks making a major trade before the trade deadline just because the Canucks are playing so well. Although it's always imperative that Alvin and Rutherford have the long-term plans, the long game in their minds as opposed to a short-term fix for this year. But let's enjoy this win as we can. And I'll be at the next two games, Friday and Sunday. And as I mentioned in my live stream, my next live stream will not be on Sunday night because I'll be at the game with my entire family, but it will instead be on Saturday night, the 12th at 10 o'clock. My lovely wife, Gail, will be my guest. You can talk to her about her surgery, about her recovery, her weight loss, all those things. And then we can ring in her 40-something birthday if we get close to midnight because she celebrates their birthday on Sunday. Okay, friends, that's what I liked. That's what I didn't like. That's one other thing. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like. And tell me one other thing. I love to read, react, and reply as always. Give a shout out to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use a link in my video descriptions. To Advanced CD Experts Real Estate Group, contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Thanks to, I just had a brain fart. And of course, my members, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, and Hall of Fame members Jens95, Sim Alexander, Chris Seifert, Adam Brewfield, Channing Hollingworth, HSM Fangirl Gaming, Smooth Groove, and Carol Bovenlander. Thank you for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members at all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this during my videos or the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, leave a comment down below if you'd like to, and become a member or upgrade your membership if you like to. And when you're commenting, tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like, and tell me one other thing. All right, friends, I hope you have a really good day. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.